Everybody knows that the biggest superstar on the trade block right now is James Harden. One thing's for sure, guys, if James Harden, one of the best scorers in the NBA, ends up getting traded, a lot of things are changing in the NBA. And a big report just came in revolving James Harden and a potential trade between the Rockets and the 76ers. And in this video, we're going to talk exactly about that and why I believe the Rockets could potentially be making a very bad move. But quickly, before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and love basketball, welcome to Easy Buckets. My name is Soom, and I make basketball videos every single day. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and click this button right here, the post notification bell, to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. It would help with the channel a lot. Just one more thing, guys. I'm doing a big Christmas PS5 giveaway on my Instagram account. So if that's something you're potentially interested in, go check out easy.buckets. That is my Instagram name. All the information will be there. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about James Harden and a potential Philly trade.
Do you still want the Rockets to trade you? And if so, why?
Right now, I'm just focused on being here.
James, what was the point that you were trying to get across when you went to Atlanta and Vegas when training camp was starting?
I was just training.
What were you training for?
In the start of the NBA season.
How did going to Atlanta and Vegas help you there when the Rockets were starting training camp in Houston?
Just my personal trainers.
Alright, so you guys just watched that video, that interview with James Harden, and from his body language and his answers, one thing's for sure, I don't believe James Harden wants to be a Houston Rocket. It is not a secret that James Harden has requested a trade. He gave the Rockets his preferred destinations, and from the looks of it right now, one of those teams are super interested. It was recently just reported by Shams that the Philadelphia 76ers have made Ben Simmons available in some trade packages with the Houston Rockets for James Harden. This is big news because a few days ago, the 76ers claimed that Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid are untouchable. Daryl Morey and Doc Rivers believe that these two are the future in Philly and will give them a championship. But this new report only means one thing, that a possible big trade is coming our way. But I'm making this quick video in regarding the fact that I believe if the Houston Rockets work out a Ben Simmons trade for James Harden, it would be a bad idea. A big reason why I believe it'll be a bad idea is because to me, I think Ben Simmons is a little overrated when it comes to being compared to James Harden. Of course, no details were given us about a specific trade and there hasn't been a legit offer on the table. But the Rockets said that they're only going to trade James Harden for Philly if Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid is in the conversation. From what it looks like, the 76ers don't plan on trading Joel Embiid, so that's why I understand that Ben Simmons is on the table. They want a potential James Harden and Joel Embiid duo in the Eastern Conference. But I don't know, guys, on the Houston Rockets part, I think this is a bad move. A big reason why I believe this is a bad move is because I don't know how exactly Ben Simmons and John Wall would fit on the exact same roster. There are multiple questions about John Wall and James Harden being on the same roster, but with James Harden having the ability to shoot the three ball on an amazing consistent level, Ben Simmons cannot do that and cannot help John Wall in that criteria and area. I believe if the Rockets are going to trade James Harden to Philly, they must have to do whatever they can to get Joel Embiid in that deal, because John Wall, Embiid, and Boogie wouldn't be a bad combo in Houston. We all know about the relationship between James Harden and the general manager Daryl Morey, who is now the GM of the 76ers, and that's why there's a big connection there between him and Philly. But I don't know, guys. I believe there are other teams in the NBA that could offer a lot more than Philly. A good example is the Brooklyn Nets. They have people like Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, Joe Harris, Jarrett Allen that could potentially be in a package deal for Harden, giving the Nets Kyrie, James, and KD. There are teams like the Miami Heat that can offer Tyler Herro, Young Guns Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson that could surround John Wall better. and many more teams out there that can offer a load of first-round draft picks. But another big report just came in from Adrian Wojnarowski saying that the Rockets are actually expanding trade talks beyond James Harden's preferred destination, which means even though James Harden preferred these specific teams, the Rockets don't care. They're gonna do whatever they can to try to trade him to whatever team that offers them, the franchise, the best possible pieces. But overall, simply to conclude my video, the Rockets, from what it looks like now, are actually going to trade James Harden. It looks like a trade will be happening very, very soon, and you guys should not be surprised when it all goes down. To be completely honest, for Houston Rocket fans, James Harden has been there for about like 8 years now, I believe. So I believe it might be a good time for him to move on. But the Rockets, I don't believe you guys should trade James Harden for Ben Simmons. It won't help out your roster. It won't elevate John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. Trade James Harden to a team where you get the best pieces to surround John Wall and Boogie. One thing's for sure though, it seems like James Harden wants to go to the Eastern Conference. It is true that the Eastern Conference is a little easier than the West. James Harden has never been able to make the NBA Finals ever since OKC, and that's why I do see a possible James Harden trade with him going to the Eastern Conference. As of right now, we're not getting an exact trade between the Philly and the Rockets, the exact details of who they're going to be offering. But if I were to guess and predict the trade, I believe Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Matisse Thybulle will be in that conversation with multiple draft picks. And on the Rockets' perspective, they'll be shipping out James Harden and PJ Tucker. If the Rockets plan on going this route, at least they have to target one of the Phillies shooters, whether it's Seth Curry, Danny Green, or even Tobias Harris. But I know Doc Rivers loves Tobias Harris, so he might not be in the deal. But one thing's for sure, James Harden is definitely on the move. I don't think he wants to be in Houston, and a trade is coming very soon. Be ready for that, guys. But what's most important to me is I want to know your thoughts. Do you believe that James Harden will be traded this season, or do you think the Rockets should keep him and maybe see how John Wall and him play? What do you guys think? Put your thoughts in the comment section down below. From what it looks like so far, John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins and even Christian Wood, they're super interested to play alongside James Harden. They want to be in Houston. They want to see how their new roster and team, their new coaching staff, their new coach, how well they're going to be together this season. So from what it looks like, it seems like it's just James Harden wanting out. Honestly, guys, I want to see James Harden give this new roster a chance. I do want to see, the rise of John Wall once again. But it sucks that James Harden doesn't want to be there. I kind of understand why he doesn't want to be there. He wants to win a championship, and that's why he's requesting a trade. But yeah, guys, other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Whoa!
I got angels flying all around. I pray